myself. There's a fear that if my cape is taken, what use am I then? I'm afraid of being lonely, I can hardly comprehend. I wish that I could say, oh, this mess might go away. I'm a constant work in progress, and I can't keep fears at bay. And my mind is like a record set up on auto replay. Replay, 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 replay. And my mind
It's SVG.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Welcome back to Activated Mornings on the Clean Fresh Sound on 99.9 with Roleza and Dianna. I'm Dianna.
I'm Roleza.
Right. Right. So usually at this time we will have a commentary from Kingsley the Freitas. He has not called us yet, and I believe he probably isn't going to call. But Kingsley, for just in case you're listening and you are going to call, we're going to give you some seconds to do so. So it's no Kingsley today, and we're going to head into our own topic of discussion at this time. Remember, it is an interactive program, which means you are free to call us 457-9997. You can get us on WhatsApp, you can get us on the landline, and if you don't feel like calling, and we don't know why you would feel like that, but you can send us a text on WhatsApp as well. Now, so it will be the first one from before and this one. Mm-hmm. Right. So those of you who like a little delivery, you like to order your little things, you have your packages coming from overseas, you're going to have a new package carrier very soon. So LIAT 20 has announced that they are going to start doing small package delivery. Yeah, man, LIAT is going to be delivering not just to people, but it's going to start delivering. So it said it is now offering a quick pack 20 service, which is a brand new small package and document delivery service, which offers customers a fast, secure, and reliable way to send packages across all of LIAT 20's destinations, right? LIAT says it provides greater convenience for businesses, individuals, and those with urgent shipping needs. It's supposed to officially take flight today, Thursday, the 6th of March, and it said it will offer specialist document delivery and packages of up to £70. So there you go, Roleza. Next, LIAT bringing thing for Romax and come on.
Well, my mind will go straight to business. I mean, of course, you would have like documents and so forth that could be easy. That could easily be their service can be easily utilized for it, but my head would just go straight to business. So persons who have businesses, and it's good to see that the packages can be up to £70. I suppose there may or may not be a size specification, dimension specification, but for persons who have businesses and you want to try to find an avenue to send. I mean, there are other services available with other companies as well too, but just to note that an additional one or another one being added is always something that's good for persons who have businesses. All right. So again, of course, we can't, we don't always, or we shouldn't always think in a local context with some businesses. I mean, not all businesses can spread throughout the region. It's in that sense. But for those who can, if you can expand your business regionally, then go for it. Once all things are in place and all things being considered, then go for it. All right. So utilize whatever facilities are there to do so.
And that is what is being encouraged now, to think think regionally with
Well, it's
your
think internationally for
well
me at this
actually
point.
yes,
Yeah.
that is actually it internationally at this time with your business, right? So if you have a business and you're listening and you're locally based, it's time to expand your wings and fly. Could do that literally if you know how. But anyways, moving on from that, some other really good news. On Thursday, the 27th of February, the TX Foundation handed over a set of laptops, specialized software, and equipment to the Fairhall Government School to support their visually impaired students. And this is valued at 40,000 US dollars. I felt so pleased when I saw this. We're very happy that I think just recently there was the Braille workbook for this sexual health for those students, and now to see that this foundation has donated some supplies to the Fairhall Government School to help their visually impaired students. It's really great. It's good to know that persons, organizations, they're continuing to think about those persons who have challenges, who have other challenges in life, right? Fairhall Government School, if you didn't know, is an inclusive school. So it doesn't just, well, obviously, because, they got equipment for their visually impaired students. So obviously, right, they don't just have children that are the average child, but they also cater for those with extra special needs as well, which is one of the really beautiful things about that school. So if you have anybody going to that school or anything, I don't know, relatives, friends, godchildren, nieces, nephews, well, those are relatives, they're going to have something for the visually impaired. Wonderful to see that, these people are being catered for. Also, reminder, sometime in this month I think it's World Down Syndrome, as we're talking about persons with special needs. So I think sometime in this month it's celebrated as World Down Syndrome Day. So that's something for you to look out for as well. Gonna ask something about that particular person, but I'm gonna leave it right there. So yeah, big up to Fairhall Government and thank you to the TX Foundation. Yeah.
All right. So just so yes, of course, happy to hear that this donation was received. But just to speak a little bit more on the Fairhall Government School, what it is that I can appreciate is that they do have differently able children included within their schools.
Yeah.
And I think within their school. And one of the things that I like about it is that, oftentimes those of us who went to quote unquote, I try not to use the word because I don't want for it to be offensive. But for those of us who went to particular schools, right? I'm using the word regular, but please understand it's in the context that I'm meaning it, right? For those of us who went to regular schools, there are times when we may not have an appreciation for the challenges that those who are differently abled go through. And one of the things that tends to happen is that we're not always sure of how to interact with such persons because they're not in the majority of persons who we tend to interact with. And having students who go to school with persons who are differently abled allows for that inclusion and that understanding or appreciation for persons who, are different from us. And, it generally, it should start from a younger age in terms of having persons being exposed to different types of people in the world so that we don't have the discrimination happening. We don't have people stereotyping people. We don't have people thinking that some persons might be lesser than. Having young children exposed to differently abled persons should help to promote a society where we have an understanding and appreciation of persons who are not like us, right?
Correct.
Not like many of us.
Yeah. From my experience, though, it's seeing children interact with the differently abled. I think they do it very well. For the ones that I have seen, I'm really proud of the children. I haven't ever seen them like scorning or any of those things. So it's a really beautiful thing.
The reason why I said it too, I think it's like when I was growing up. So I went to St. Mary's, and St. Mary's isn't too far from the school from children with special needs, right? But it almost seemed like a sort of like a fascination when we saw some of them, right? Because we're looking at them and we're seeing that their actions might be a little different. They look different, So having not being included, it may have taken. Well, of course, I was never scorning anybody or mocking anybody or jeering anybody. But the thing of it is that because it took me getting older, and I think being a part of the Leo Club as well, because we would have like those sessions, those parties for school for children with special needs. So, being involved with them and playing with them. And even up to today, like some of them would still see me and still say hi and that sort of thing, but it took maybe getting into adulthood and actually being with them for me to, I don't want to say fully appreciate. I don't know what the word should be right now, but I think y'all understand what I mean, right? So, yeah.
I get you. Alrighty then. So that is that for us on that topic there. We are going to head out of this talk segment at this time.
Right.
Anyway.
And just to note that we will not be having cop chats today. So, of course, we expect you to stay with us as we continue with more commentary for today's program. Okay?
Yes.
Sparrows, run around, look yourself.